good morning. Today we start our day out with another 7-round mock draft. Again, try to bring these Monday through Friday. Sometimes we do them on the weekends. We see how we're feeling. But another mock draft here, New Orleans Saints today, 7-round mock draft. And since it is our first mock draft for the Saints, I bet you're like, say mock draft one more time, see what happens. We've got the Saints right now that they're interesting. They're very interesting. And since it's our first one for the Saints, again, no trading, just really like to see how the board falls. I know it's kind of one of those things that kind of just changes with things like pro days, the combine and stuff, but it also is just a good idea just to get a general outlook of what you're looking at. So far, the Saints, they're kind of confusing. Like, I really don't know what to expect moving forward. I think I've seen trade offers for Deshaun Watson, I've seen, rumors, articles, all that stuff. And that's what this offseason's for, and you love it. But right now, we really need to take a look at, before free agency. I think, legal tampering started today. But before things really get going, I'd like to do a quick draft just to kind of see how things are falling for the Saints. So, 7-round mock draft. We like to try to make things as realistic as possible. Let's see. And also, when I draft, I kind of like to warn people about this because I think in the comment section, people have kind of stressed, hey, we already got this player. We don't need this. I like value over need because I have found, especially as a Vikings fan, I've seen it around the NFL, teams that think they don't need to draft a position, and then you lose a couple players, and all of a sudden you're very, very thin at that position. So if you're at a position in the draft where you can get a very high value player, not necessarily a position of need, I would much rather, in my experience, or at least in my opinion, get the player with that's not necessarily a draft need at that particular time, if we're not trading down. And that's kind of what we're doing right now. We're not trading down for specific. We're not trading down right now. We're just kind of sitting where we're at. So, but first draft, no trades. After that, we tend to trade down or trade up for guys that we want, and that fill positions of need. But so as you can see, 7-round mock draft. PFF don't really care about that. Care for public versus PFF board. That's what I don't care about. Care for positional values very high. Draft for needs. Max that out. No randomness. Let's do it. Come on. All right. Okay. So, let's see here. So you've got the Saints first. Let's see. Okay. Was it the Saints that had like 3 or 4 draft picks last year? That was crazy. Okay. All right. Oh, that's way too fast. Oh, yeah. We like to slow that down. I like to just see where the board falls. Okay. So, Aiden Hutchinson goes 1. Kayvon Thibodeau. Yeah, Kyle Hamilton. That's on par. I just don't know if Thibodeau goes to number 2. I don't know. I've seen a lot of different mock drafts where he even falls out of the top 5. I don't know. Is that possible? Maybe. I don't know. Charles Cross, Ahmad Gardner, Malik Willis. Yeah, that's pretty consistent. Trent McDuffie keeps going to the Vikings. I don't know if that actually happens. Okay. So here you are as the Saints. You are in a position where you're here at 18, and you've got Sam Howell. Ooh, you got Sam Howell there. At 18, that's not really that much of a reach. I think he's a guy, especially, I think there's been rumors, are they going to bring back Jameis Winston? I'm not sure. I don't know. What if they have Hill for one more year? I'm not sure off the top of my head. Point is this. I think, they're in a position where if they don't get a guy, this is, again, before free agency. This is, again, before potential Deshaun Watson trades or any other potential trades for players. Oh, yeah, by the way, we always do our mock drafts in the morning where we get our cup of Joe. Let us know what kind of coffee you guys drink. I think Sam Howell here is probably the best bet. You're kind of getting him in that spot where you kind of think he would go. And plus, again, I don't think you necessarily need to start him right away. I don't think. If you do, okay, great, but I don't think you need to start him. So I think Sam Howell here is the way you want to go. That way you feel your biggest need, and you're happy to get him. You're absolutely happy to get him. At this particular spot. Now, could we trade down in the future? Yes, but also you got to realize the Steelers also need a quarterback too. So who do Steelers take? They take Trevor Penning. That makes sense. They have a need at tackle. He's a stud though. I love Trevor Penning. Nakobe Dean goes to the Raiders. Wait, what? What did the? Oh, they took Devin Lloyd instead of Nakobe Dean. Okay, all right. I like Devin Lloyd though. I like Devin Lloyd. Huh. Okay. So now here we go at 50. Let's see kind of how the rest of this kind of unfolded. Yeah, Zion Johnson. I keep seeing him go to the Bengals. It's just O-line. O-line needs. That's it. That's all I got. So Kenny Pickett, how the heck did he fall out of the first? Wow. Okay, went to the Lions at 34. Who did they take at 32 then? They're not going to double down on quarterback. What is going on here? Okay. I don't even know what to do with that. That's not right at all, but okay, fine. All right, we're not here to discuss that. We're here to discuss the Saints. I'm sorry, that just doesn't seem like that. That's definitely not going to happen, but okay. And we try to make this as realistic as possible. Nice. So you got your quarterback of the future. Wide receiver, you've got, doesn't really, I mean, edge player, linebacker, tackle. I mean, Jalen Tolbert's there, but you could probably trade down and get him if we were trading down. Justin Ross is there. All right, safety. Who you got at safety right now? Bari, Drake Jackson's there. Chad Mumma, you love him. Abram Lucas is there at 50. He's just sitting there like, hey, I could be your tackle of the future. Don't they have Taron Armstead back at right tackle? Honestly, I don't see the Saints trying to fill this position of need, but we could see how that goes. Let's see here. I don't remember off the top of my head. The Saints. Who do they got at left tackle? Taron, I think it's Armstead they got. Yeah, tackle, right. Yeah, Armstead at tackle and Ramczyk. So, I mean, that's interesting. I don't know. Let's see here. Tackle. I think wide receiver is much more of a need at this point, but where does Sky Moore go? He's always in the second round. Why is he gone? Do the Vikings double down on corner? There's no way. What is PFF doing? Okay, fine. I'm gonna drop it. Sky Moore went to the Bears. That's a good pick. Sorry, I gotta focus here. Abram Lucas. I like Abram Lucas. Question is, between him and Darian Kennard, who would be the better fit here? Kirby Joseph is there as well. He'll also be back at 97 and 98. Who's the best player on the board that fills a need? I think it's Abram Lucas. Question is, can he play both sides? I hate doing that, but at the same time, again, I feel like they've got Armstead and they've got Ramczyk. So, I mean, I think this is more for a depth piece. So if that's more for a depth piece, I would like to get a wide receiver. I would really like to trade down right now, but since we're just trying to see how this board falls, I don't know if Liam Schnell and Benito get there. I really need to focus. I'm sorry, my coffee has been going everywhere this morning. Abram Lucas, boom. Okay, again, I don't know if I love that pick, but that's just kind of how the board falls. This is the purpose of this draft. Just seeing how this board falls, how everything goes down, and we're just gonna see how it all goes for us. Stop, will you? Okay, I'm going to go back up for a second because I want to see. Perion Winfrey went to the... dang it. And plus, Tom Brady's back, so that'll be great. That man's... People are saying Brett Favre. I don't necessarily disagree, but... Come on. All right. So, you got Khalil Shakir is there. Shakir, excuse me. Jojo Damon. Romeo Dubes. You know, I mean, that's tantalizing. That's really tempting. Brian Robinson Jr. Yep, I really like I like Dubes or Shakir here. Question is, who do you really want? I honestly want to do more of a deeper dive on some of these wide receivers because I feel like, you know, I just feel like they can do a lot. But I really like Shakir here, especially at 97. I like that. Get that future quarterback a weapon, see what he can do. By the way, Green Bay is cutting Za'Darius Smith. I just thought I'd put that out there for everybody. Do with that what you will. Let's see. Brian Cook's there. James Cook, nice. Brian Cook's. I like Brian Cook out of Cincinnati. But Cincinnati was tough this year. Absolutely tough. Not really into their safeties. And you know what? Brian Cook is right there. That's good value. He's a good player. I'm getting him in the third round as well. Now, I don't know if he's going to start right away, but I like me some Brian Cook. I like 98. Heck yeah. Welcome to New Orleans. There we go. And once, like I said, I'm going to say this so people don't freak out. This is just seeing how the board falls. This is exactly what the purpose is for. Just trying to see what players will be there, so you know, or won't be there, so you can trade up if you want. Okay, so we've got safety. wide receiver, quarterback taken care of, and tackle, I believe. I believe we do. I hate to do this to you guys. PFF doesn't really show you what you have, which it's kind of what it is. Sam Howell, yeah, quarterback. Then it was 50. Come on, quarterback Abram Lucas. Yep. 97 and 98, I believe. After that, yep, 97. So you got wide receiver, safety. You're at a position where, I mean, you've got all your needs filled, or at least you've got all of them considered. Do you double down on a guy like Christian Watson? He's a stud. I don't have a problem going with Christian Watson, especially if he's right there. If Christian Watson falls to the 4th round, boom, hello, double down on wide receiver. I don't care. Bring this man in. And besides, is it me, or other than I feel like the Saints have needed a wide receiver, like a plethora of wide receivers for a while. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I could be wrong. That's okay. More coffee. Again, tell us what kind of coffee you guys drink. We drink it black. We used to drink it with sugar, and then we stopped because we like losing weight around here, and we need to. Okay, so 159, 5th round. Zach Tom is there to Wake Forest. Again, I don't know how. I'm trying to make this as realistic as possible. PFF is weird. But if you get Zach Tom that falls to you here, you also got Chris Paul, DeMarco Jackson, Sterling Weatherford, Marquise Bell is there. Zach Tom. I like Zach Tom, though. I'm trying to think. I believe he's the guy I think I saw that could potentially move into guard. Well, no, I like his size at tackle. Yeah, that's not who I was thinking of. I like Zach Tom, though. I think, again, doubling down on tackle, getting a guy that you really want to bring in and just be at least a quality depth piece. I like that. You get Zach Tom there, especially in the 5th round. That's good value, too. Again, no trading. We'll get there when we get there. Then we wait till the 7th round, I believe. Maybe 210s. No, that's the 6th round. This is where like compensatory picks come up and all that. That's fun. All right. My phone's going crazy because today is the first day of tampering and all that free agency stuff. It's exciting. I'm really excited. Wait, why did we forfeit that? Was that a? Oh, I can't remember what that was. I'm not even gonna try to remember. Okay, come on, Zion McCollum. Okay. If Zion McCollum falls to you in the 6th round, this would be best case scenario for a lot of NFL teams. Now, tackle, safety. Listen, I know the Saints could probably use a lot of other wide receiver or a lot of other talent, right now, not just wide receivers. Let's see. Where did Velus Jones Jr. go? I have a huge draft crush on Velus Jones Jr. I don't think he's going. He used to go in like the 5th and 6th round. There's no way that man goes there anymore. I'm just gonna see. Because my first initial pick here is McCollum, but Velus Jones Jr. He's not going there anymore. I hate to do this to you, but I really just want to see where he's going, and if I can't find him real quick here, I'm just gonna go back to what I was doing. I don't know where he's going, but I really like Velus Jones. Yeah, there he goes. He's going in the 5th round. Okay, that's kind of he used to go up in the 6th and 7th, so he's moving up. Good for him. He's a good player. I really like him. Here, I think Zion McCollum's the answer here at corner because, again, I have said it from the beginning. I have said it from the end. I don't care how many good corners you have. You can always use more. The Vikings are the perfect example. Back in 2017, they had guys like Xavier Rhodes who mysteriously went out every time he got hurt, or like he went out every time he got burned. So, you can never have a good, too good of corners or enough good corners. It really does help you out, and really put you in a good spot there. Oh, JT Woods is there in the 7th round. I mean, I like me some JT Woods now. I mean, he's a good player. Let's see. I like me some JT Woods. And you know what? I know what people are going to say. You already drafted a safety. Listen, I don't care. Double down on a position of need. Also get a guy that can come in and play. Whoa, let's try that again. Play special teams. I love it. Now, I don't get mixed feelings about this mock draft, especially how it will go. But I think, again, before free agency, before we see what a lot of these NFL teams do, I'm excited for it. Preparing our results here. Okay, so Sam Howell, we get him at 20 or 18. He's, I think this is a good spot. Again, this is before free agency. Last time I'll mention this because they could potentially trade for Deshaun Watson. It could be crazy. I don't know. But for right now, Sam Howell, I love it. I think he could be a guy that they build a franchise around. I saw some really good things from him at North Carolina, and I think this team could, they need a quarterback of the future. And if they don't do it this year, it's probably going to be a next year thing. I don't know. But Sam Howell right now, I think, especially for where they fall, especially in the first round, I think that's really good value. And plus, I think Sam Howell is going to be a really good player in the NFL. Abram Lucas, tackle here. Again, I'm not sure. I question if he can play both sides, but they got Ramczyk and Armstead. So I feel like this is going to be... Or are they losing Armstead potentially? I can't remember who it is there, but I like Abram Lucas regardless. I think he could fill in at either and be a really good player because Abram Lucas is a guy that you like his size, you like his athletic ability on the outside there, and I think he's going to do a lot of good things for the Saints moving forward. And hey, second round 50, you got two needs filled right away. You love it. Also, Khalil Shakir, wide receiver out of Boise State, third round here. Again, I like this pick because I would really like to see the Saints double and triple down on wide receiver to be able to help out a young quarterback or just a quarterback in general. Their wide receivers in the years past, in my mind, I feel like they've been underwhelming just in terms of overall production, not because of where their draft was or where their value was, but just because of it's rough to find good wide receivers these days. So overall, I think Shakir is definitely a really good pick here. Brian Cook, the next pick in the third round. I like Brian Cook. I think he could be a guy that potentially comes in and replaces a guy like Williams, moving forward. But I think he is a really good pick here, and I think he's going to be really good in the NFL as well. Cincinnati really balled out this year as a team. Fourth round, Christian Watson, stud out of North Dakota State, winning national titles like it's their job. I like the value here, especially doubling down in a position of need. And again, the Saints wide receiving core has been, to me, underwhelming at times. Getting a guy like Christian Watson here in the fourth round, that's a steal, big time steal. Then you go and get a guy like Zach Tom doubling down in a position of need. But I told you, especially if the position of need is there, I go position of need over value every single time. Zion McCollum here in the sixth round. Again, you can never have a good enough corners. And again, I don't know if the board falls this way, but if it does, you run that card up to the podium. And then J.T. Woods here at 235. I think he's more of a fifth or sixth round pick, but if he falls to the seventh, you get him there, and also get him as going to be either a good backup player or at least a really good special teamer for your team moving forward. So overall, they gave us an A. I love it. The only question here is, where they want to go with the tackle. They could, like I said, they could trade for Deshaun Watson or trade for another quarterback. I don't know who could be, but to fill that quarterback position of need, if they do go that route, you could probably see them getting a tackle, like probably a guy like Trevor Penning in the first round. But overall, I really like this. I think this is going to be a good draft for the Saints moving forward, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun just to see where they all go with it. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. I would greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. In the description down below, you find all of our social media platforms, so give us a like and a follow there. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email to thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think of our first edition of a 7-round mock draft for the New Orleans Saints.